What's up? What's good? Just making it good. It's the Shi-Fi podcast. What? It's the Shi-Fi pod. Okay, I need to stop. So, welcome to the Shi-Fi podcast, episode 5. So, y'all know how it is. It's a small podcast that is just random, and I just talk about random things. Like I say every time, if you got a question or anything, I will tweet me a question, DM me a question, YouTube message me a question. I will answer it if y'all are into that. Those things. So what's up? How's everybody doing? I mean, I think I'm doing good. Senior year is rolling along. At my school, Dallas Baptist University. But same old school people. It's all the same. I mean, it's just school. But other than that, I've been doing random stuff, like the normal entertainment things I like to do. Y'all know the deal. So the topic I would like to start out with is have I finished all the housewarming stuff? Yeah. Sure. So I have been thinking about this one thing. I know this is random stuff, so I'm just talking. There's one thing that I've been like, what was it? There's one thing that I am very just like waiting for, and it's in the music business, in the rap world. So, okay. So Drake has made, oh my god. Drake has made 4 songs with this producer named Tay Keith. And they've all been hits. Like, not a normal hit, but like really hitting. Meaning, so you know, Look Alive was the first one. Look Alive, that was the feature. That was when everybody saw Tay Keith, and that song is amazing. I love it so much. For that song, and then Drake has Tay Keith on Non-Stop on Scorpion, which is probably my favorite song from that album. Well, favorite song that came out that day, the album day. And then Sicko Mode. Okay. And then this last song with it wasn't as crazy because it was so short. Drake had like a short verse on Lil Baby and Gunna's collab album. But that's the best song on the album. Like, I haven't listened to all the other songs, but everybody knows that's the best song of the album just because of Drake's verse, and the other guys are like the crazy people. But yeah, so Drake and Tay Keith need to make a collab album. Like, seriously. Do you know how, like, I hate to say this word, but do you know how fire that album would be? I'm like just looking at this. It's like I'm looking at a circle, and that's the music business circle. Okay, let's say Earth. Okay, it's Earth. And I'm just looking at Earth, and this is the music business. And I see like, everything's functioning well, but there's a gap, like, up here. Why is nothing there? There's got to be something in that area. That's where Drake and Tay Keith's album need to be. It's an empty hole. It's an empty gap that needs something in it. So, a Drake and Tay Keith album needs to happen for the world. And I think he will, actually. Because, Drake makes an album every year. And, I mean, he made a collab with Future. I mean, I don't see why Drake. I mean, this is the off year too, because like Scorpion views, he does it every two. What was it? Somebody's texting me. That's why I need it. Okay, every 2 years he has the studio album. So his Views 2016, and then More Life was like his little break because it wasn't with Cash Money and all that. I think, or like official promo studio album, but Scorpion was. And so 2019 will be like his mixtape off season. That's a great excuse for an album for that. A Drake and Tay Keith. Just drop a 10-track album with that. And amazing. And the thing about it, like, everybody loves when Drake raps. Everybody loves it. And with Tay Keith, he has this weird formula where, okay, Tay Keith is kind of he makes very generic beats. But, I mean, he's working. He's on. Like, Drake loves him. And if Drake loves you in the music business, you're going to be great. And so, I don't know, the simplicity of Drake's lyrics, like the authenticness, mixed with Tay Keith's just simple beats, but with like a little twang, it works in a weird way. I don't know, but needs to happen. I don't. Yeah. So I think it will happen. Actually, it's got to. It makes so much sense. So much. But other than that, I mean, okay, a 7-track. Okay, whatever. Okay, and 7-track album. Man, I could talk about the music world so much right now. I can talk about it all day. And it's mostly because of this Drake, Pusha, 40, Joe, Kanye beef. It is just unreal. This is starting to be my favorite rap beef ever. Because there's so many layers to it. So many. It's like a Netflix season. Just like binge watching. It just keeps going and going and going. Like, it's not a simple like Drake Meek Mill beef or those 2000s beef that everybody was beefing with each other. But like, there's so many layers. So many. And it just confirmed it, because I like the Joe Budden podcast, and they had Pusha T on the podcast. And when I saw that, I was like, he hasn't talked since he exposed Drake. So, he's going to say something interesting. I make these the weirdest faces. If you watch it on YouTube, I just kind of like make faces along with those like weird talking things I do. So the podcast was amazing. It was just straight 2.5 hours. I don't know. I can't believe I like listened to the whole thing, but you know, they're funny. Like Joe, Rory, and Maul, they're all funny too. They're kicking it. It's not like an interview, like question, answer, question. They're just talking about stupid things. And Joe is so, I don't want to say real because that's corny, but he doesn't care about the fake. He knows it. He's since he was a rapper, he knows all the business. He knows all the PC political correct stuff. He knows all of that. And so he's like exposing rappers because they're like, you can shut up about it. Yeah, he's very just straight up, just tell me what's the situation and I'll live on. You know, it's like very awesome. And so Push was very revealing on that podcast, saying like Drake's producer actually spilt the tea about Drake's baby. But Kanye didn't spill the tea? What? So that was the very mind-blowing thing. We'll talk about 40 later, but it made 100% sense that Kanye would tell Push. Because if Drake is saying that... If Drake... Okay, so Drake and Kanye met up in Wyoming working on Ye. And Drake wrote the chorus for Yikes with Kanye. And so... what was it? So Drake, I would think, yeah, they talked, and people kind of came up with that theory, and like, okay, yeah, that's true, and then it would make perfect sense for Kanye to tell Push, because they're friends. Like, of course Kanye would tell Push. It's like if he wanted, because Push and Drake have kind of had a little beef, very minor beef going on all this time. But, so it made perfect sense. And the thing about it, Drake was going to make, I don't know why people are not talking about this more, but the Adidas thing. I'm still trying to cope with that too, because Drake is with Nike. So, but Drake isn't with Adidas, but he was going to make a little clothing line thing, because his son's named Adidon. And I hope, side note, I hope Drake didn't name him Adidon knowing he was going to have an Adidas deal. There's so many questions. And so, I don't know. Because Push and Kanye are Adidas people. And so, Kanye would know. I think that's kind of why Drake told Kanye. Because he knew that he was Adidas. And so, and then now Drake is like checks over stripes with Nike over Adidas, and I'm just kind of confused in that. That needs more clarification. So, with that being said, Drake confirmed that he told Kanye about the baby with the LeBron show, the shop, the baby. So I was like, okay, well, Kanye definitely told Push. It makes perfect sense now. And Kanye is that type of guy. Of course, I can definitely see Kanye doing that. Like, telling somebody, oh, guess who's having a baby? Oh, it's Drake. You should buy, it's like, I can see Kanye. Kanye's very, just, his personality is very up and down. And so again, side note. So Drake showed LeBron the picture of the baby for like 2 seconds, snatched the phone real quick. I don't know why, that's pretty funny. But I was thinking the other day, why has there not been one single picture of Drake's baby? What? I have seen nothing about the baby has been around for a year. It's a year old. And this is the most popular musician arguably ever, but definitely right now. And there's no picture of his baby? What is this? What is this, 1918? This isn't the 1920s anymore. I just don't get that. How has there not been one single picture? Crazy. I know the baby's gonna be very, I would say, nice looking because I've seen the mom and the mix of that and he's got blue eyes. What? He's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be cool. He's gonna be very professional, nice looking. I will say that. So there has not been a single picture of Drake's baby. I find that so weird because most popular musician right now, and the baby's been outside. Like, there hasn't even been a picture of the mom, like, carrying the baby. Like, come on now. What are y'all doing, TMZ? I don't get it. So back to the beef. So after LeBron's thing, I was like, okay, well, the beef is dying down. It's dying down. And then the Joe Budden podcast happened. And then Push said the thing about 40 pillow talking with some girl, and the girl told Push about Drake's baby because 40 told the chick. What? So Kanye didn't tell Push? What is going on? Like, I was so mind blown because Kanye confirmed it, Drake confirmed it, so they're just a bunch of liars. They basically lied about the whole situation. So I have more questions. I have questions for 40. Why are you telling a random girl about Drake's baby? And why did Kanye and Drake confirm this made up story? It's so weird. And why wouldn't Kanye tell Push? How does he not mention that? Especially when Push is trying to go at Drake? Are they really friends? Drake, why did you lie about the story on the shop? And what's up with all the Kardashian stuff? And the Drake made a diss track. Oh my god, there's so many layers. So apparently Drake made a diss track and Jay Prince was like, yeah, that song is too much. Yeah, you should not release that. At first I was like, okay, Jay Prince is cool. He knows what he's doing. But at the same time, I'm like, fam, Drake, you've done this 10 times. You have ruined career. You have ruined, quotation mark, careers. You can't ruin a career. We can always bounce back. But this was like career ending, and it would go into massive. It'd be an East Coast, West Coast, Biggie versus Tupac type of thing. And so I'm like, release the diss track, Drake. Release the diss track. I don't think it's that serious. Unless it is serious. And do you know why? I think somebody just looked at me. Okay. That's creepy. I need to close these windows. Okay. I think I made eye contact with somebody. Okay. Let's talk about this. So, if Drake... I'm trying to see... Okay. So it might be that serious. I'm just asking if it's really serious. If it's really serious, that means that Drake had to mention Kim Kardashian. He had to mention Kim Kardashian. Drake had to mention something about being with Kim. There had to be. And I'm thinking, okay, so if Drake did release a diss track, and if it had something to do with Kim, so if Drake was with Kim, or Kim cheated on Kanye with Drake, let's say that happened, what would happen? Would a divorce happen? Maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think a divorce would happen. Because it'd be a bad look on the Kardashians. And, man, and they had 3 children. And it would kind of ruin their family a little bit. Ugh. That'd be so sad. And I need to close this window. But yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional. I'm sorry. This is so unprofessional. Okay. Wow, it's so dark. Okay. One more. A little bit more light. A little bit more light. Okay. And with Kim, see, that's the only way that diss track would be career ending, because of he was with Kim Kardashian. And the thing about it, Drake hasn't said anything about this. He knows that theory is around, and he's not said anything about it. Nothing. And do you know what else? So, in the shop, Drake mentioned that he only finished 60% of Scorpion. And so, and there's a song on Scorpion named Can't Take a Joke. And there's a song, and that song starts out by saying Uber X to Hidden Hills. And it's like a dark type of song. And do you know who else lives in Hidden Hills? Kim Kardashian. So, I'm saying that this had to happen. And I'm not like bragging. Like, this is, I don't support like divorce and cheating. But I'm just talking about what I'm observing. That would be insane. I mean, that wouldn't be like Tiger Woods. Iconic. Because we all thought Tiger was this clean. I mean, would we be really that shocked if Kim slept with someone else? I would be, because I thought she kind of changed. I think she's changing. I think she is. She knows her bit. She knows her stuff. Like, I'm not doubting that. She knows how to work. And I always say this, like, Kim and Kanye are the like king and queen of the USA. It's our version of royalty. So man, like, even if Drake did, man, I don't know. Even if Drake released that diss track and it mentioned the Kim thing, I mean, you would still have people like, oh, why did you release that diss track? It ruined her life. Those same people are right now saying, oh, yeah, release the diss track, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so many questions. So many. And I'm sure, oh, there's more. So seriously, y'all gotta listen to this podcast, the Joe Budden podcast with Push. It's amazing. I don't know where I heard this, but people are even saying that this Drake Push beef can be linked to Baby Birdman and Push themselves. Because, do you know so the president of Good Music, of Kanye's label, basically is Push. The president of Cash Money is Birdman, Baby Birdman. So he had Lil Wayne, Drake. So Drake was under them. So there might be bad blood against them. Might be bad blood against record labels. I'm just throwing that out there because what it could be, it could be, but in conclusion, I think I'm concluding this talk, or topic. In conclusion, the details are more fascinating than the actual beef. Because Drake having a baby, are we really like that shocked? Like, I think about that, I'm like, oh, Drake has a baby. Yeah. I'm not shocked, meaning exposing a rapper because he has a baby. This would not be happening in the 90s. Imagine Biggie. Like, oh, Tupac has a baby, y'all. Nobody would care. But I think the part is that Drake never exposed, but Drake was going to expose the baby. I don't know. But that part, when you think about that, it's a weak, nobody cares. But I don't know. It's a weird beef because it's nothing ruined. Nobody's I'm not thinking of anybody else. But yeah, I'm not thinking of these guys more or less, so I don't know, it's weird. Drake and Push are more the same than they are alike. Did I just say okay? I need to edit this podcast, but they're more the same than they are different. But that's conclusion. I think that's about it. I mean, I'm trying to think. In my feelings, the Kiki Do You Love Me, people were trying to push, oh, he's talking about Kim Kardashian. No, he's not. I mean, we all knew that. Kiki as Kim, that's pushing it. You're stretching it. Even I think I'm stretching it. But yeah, Kiki was is Keisha from Drake's childhood. Drake's childhood, I think. So, In My Feelings is such an overrated song, TBH. It's just the stupid dance. I like all these songs, but I was just... Out of all the songs on Scorpion, In My Feelings is the most popular one. Get out of here. I never even thought that. But, when you mix a viral dance with the most popular musician, it's gonna go crazy. I'm trying to see if Beyond Belief I made the cut on this. But just listen to the Joe Budden podcast. It is so... Joe knows the music business very well. And I think we're entering an age where the music business is very exposed. People who don't even make music are becoming well known in the music world because of their business impact. And record labels all stink, except for there's a couple of them that are nice, but the whole record label thing of they pay the artists up front and they cash up on all the sales. It got a bad rap, the music business, but it started to come back around. Everybody in the music, it's kind of it's interesting because I love music. And I love sports too, but people are now seeing that it takes a lot to have sports. It takes a lot to have music. People think in music like, oh, it's just one person, it's two people, and they go in the studio, make a beat, and make a song, and that's it. I mean, in 1990, yeah, but that's the quality of music. That's just, you can see that or hear it. But now, like, you have a whole squad. I mean, 21 Savage has an accountant. I mean, you don't think of that. Like, you don't think of that in general. All these hardcore rappers, like blah, blah, gangster rappers, they all have like this accountant guy, or they all have like a director, or like just random people that you just like, wait, you work for 21 Savage? Just a like random Joe that's like, yeah. But I think that's really cool. Everybody's seen the music business, and I think this beef is opening up that in that way, because producers are getting involved in this. Owner or managers are. Push is the president of good music. The producer 40 snitching. Joe commentating now, so it'd be wild if Drake got on the Joe Budden podcast. That would be astronomical. Be sicko. But that would be so awesome. But we'll see. Maybe he will, maybe won't. But yeah, I think that's about it. Did I just really talk about all that Drake stuff? I can't believe I did that. I'm gonna close this podcast. It was a cute little podcast. Probably just gonna say, I just talked about Drake the whole time. So if you listen to this and you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, thank you. And I hope I informed you about what's happening. But yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching. Or what? That's my YouTube thing. Okay. So I'm gonna close this podcast. And yeah. Thank you for listening. There you go. That's what I need to say. Thank you for listening. And this has been the 5th episode of the Shi-Fi podcast. And any questions, comments, like, comment, subscribe, follow my podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's about it. Bye.